everybody, Kristin LaVanway here. So this question came up this week. It's an important question, so I'm going to cover it with you. Is it really that important who you choose to do your mortgage? Can't you just go down to the bank where you have your bank account and get them to do the loan for you? Or go on Google and get one of those 1-800.com numbers and work with them to get a loan? Isn't that easier? The answer to that question is a big fat NO spells no. There's basically two types of lenders out there. There's the big box banks and there's your local mortgage banker. And you might be thinking, well, I like big and boxy. I want to go with the big and boxy guy. Well, if you visit any realtor-infused happy hour, you're going to understand why realtors break out in a cold sweat when they see that pre-qual come over from or You're going to hear tons of stories about how the realtor's desperately trying to get to hold of somebody on the call center because the U-Haul van is parked in the driveway and there's still no loan docs or title and nobody seems to care. When you call up one of those big box banks or 1-800 whatever, you're not talking to a licensed mortgage professional. You're talking to a salaried bank employee who wins the office pool by stacking up more manila folders than all of his other cube mates. And by manila folders, I mean families that are trying to get a mortgage loan so they can buy a house. And once he gets your name on one of those manila folders, his job is done. He just passes it off to processing, which is code for the nameless, faceless hordes that shuffle that manila folder through all the centralized and sterilized processing centers across the country. The other way to go is with a local mortgage professional. Now, this is a guy who's licensed, who takes a lot of classes and lives and dies by all of the regulations imposed by the feds to protect you, the consumer. If he doesn't do that, he loses his license. He only does mortgages. He doesn't care about your car loan. He's not going to try and give you a discounted rate on a credit card. He doesn't care about your money market account. He only cares about getting you into the best mortgage so that you can get a house. He only gets paid if he closes your deal. And if he doesn't do a good job of it, his livelihood is gone. He's out of business. Compared to the big box guys, no skin off his nose if your deal doesn't close. He gets paid either way. In essence, the big box guy works for the bank and the local mortgage banker works for you. Who would you rather work with? Scrooge and his band of undercompensated, overworked minions? Or a financially savvy Mr. Rogers and his neighborhood of mortgage professionals? Who's going to be in your corner when you come in and lay your cards on the table? You're not exactly carrying all aces and kings. The big box guy, he's going to see a long way between now and a manila folder. He's going to say, hey, you know what, just call me when you get your act together. Whereas Mr. Rogers, he's going to put together a game plan and he's going to cheer you on because he really wants to see you get into a house. What if there's a problem? And spoiler alert, there's always a problem in real estate transactions. That's what makes them so fun. The best local guys typically do all of their processing in-house. You can just walk down the hall and solve the underwriting problem or find out where the docs are in a title. The big box guy, he's got to call Ohio or South Dakota or New Jersey or wherever the underwriting department is. What time is it there anyway? Because we're dealing with time zones. You know, we've gone multi-state, and gosh darn it, every other state still does that antiquated daylight savings time thing. So like, is it 3 or 4? I don't know. I'm gonna just go to happy hour and I'll do it tomorrow. All right, well, who cares about all that warm and fuzzy stuff, right? You just want the best deal. Well, the big box guy, he's got his menu of big box loan options, and maybe you fit into some of those and maybe you don't. The local guy has a lot more options and he's going to work hard to find the best one for you. A lot of times you're going to end up with a better product if you work with a local mortgage banker. And I'm not saying that working with a big box guy is guaranteed to give you nothing but headaches. You know, they can close deals. I've seen it happen. What I'm saying is you're more likely to close faster with fewer headaches and often a better deal overall if you work with a local mortgage banker. If better service, more options, and a deeper commitment to a successful outcome aren't enough for you, I happen to know that the local guys tend to tell a lot better jokes at the closing table. So there you are. If you have any questions, if you want to hear some of the jokes that I've heard from these mortgage guys, well, you know where to find me, Kristin here in Phoenix.com. That's where. Go out there and make it a super day.